Today, I'm going to be trying to grade the NFL draft in however many minutes I get. Number 1, Cam Ward. Coming out from Incarnate Word and FCS school to transferring to Miami. This guy's come-up story is insane, and he has A-tier aura, and this is an A-tier pick. Number 2, Travis Hunter. Two-side demon, but he waits way too long for his girlfriend in the car. Also has 5 dreads, so he gotta go. Which makes this an A-tier pick, but C-tier aura. Third pick from the Giants, Abdul Carter. He's extremely explosive and quick twitch off the edge. This is an amazing pick, but for the fact for this guy to say that he's taking number 56 from the greatest defensive player of all time makes this an A-tier pick, but C-tier aura. Fourth pick, Will Campbell. Now, people were flaming him for his dinosaur T-Rex arm, but he was still the 4th pick in the draft. So this is an A-tier draft pick and A-tier aura. For people to flame you for months for about your arm length and still get drafted in the top 5 is just A-tier aura in and of itself. Number 5 pick, Mason Graham. This is an A-tier pick because combining him with Myles Garrett is deadly. Now, this guy's pretty chill and to himself, so I'll give it B-tier aura and an A-tier pick. Number 6, Ashton Jeanty. This is an A-tier pick and A-tier aura, but the aura might go down just because the O-line is just so horrible. So for the time being, it's an A-tier pick, A-tier aura, but I won't be surprised if the aura deflates over time. Number 7, please do not get mad if I say your name wrong, Armand Mababu. This guy's a great offensive lineman. It's an A-tier pick, but it's hard for offensive linemen to have aura. A-tier pick, C-tier aura. Number 8, Totoro McMillan for the Panthers. This guy's been exposed for not watching film and openly threatening to leave teams. So to still get picked in the top 10 after that is pretty impressive. I feel like the Panthers could have gotten an edge rusher or a linebacker, and I don't think he's that special of a receiver to get picked in the top 10. Number 9, Kelvin Banks. This is a good draft pick for the Saints. They need an O-line, and his aura is pretty good because he's known as one of the best offensive linemen in the country. So A-tier pick, B-tier aura, because as I said, it's hard for an offensive lineman to have aura. Number 9, Colston Loveland. I'm not gonna lie, this is a horrible pick, but this is A-tier aura just getting drafted into the top 10. So F-tier pick, A-tier aura. Why would you pick this guy over Tyler Warren? I do not know. Number 11, Mykel Williams. This guy's a project. He's an absolute genetic freak, but he wasn't really that good at producing. I feel like the 49ers could have taken James Pierce, but to each its own. They already have a power guy, Nick Bosa, so a speed guy getting combined would have been a better look. But Mykel Williams has been a dog all college, so I'm giving it a B-tier pick and A-tier aura. Number 12, Tyler Booker. This is an A-tier pick and A-tier aura. He was on Micah Parsons' podcast telling him how he loves to dig in people's faces and make them feel bad. If that's not an A-tier pick, A-tier aura, I don't know what is. Number 13, Kenneth Grant. He's overshadowed by Mason Graham, but this still is a big body and a good pick. So I'm giving it C-tier aura, B-tier pick. Number 14, Tyler Warren. This guy was a dog for Penn State and was easily the best tight end in college football. I don't know what the Bears were thinking, but to each its own again. A-tier pick, A-tier aura. Number 15, Jalen Walker. This guy is low-key Micah Parsons 2.0. Do not get mad at me. And to get drafted by the same state you went to college for is A-tier aura. So A-tier pick, A-tier aura. Number 16, Walter Nolan. Great pick. Not too many people know much about him. So C-tier aura, A-tier pick. Shamar Stewart, number 17. This guy also is a genetic freak, but he did nothing in college. I honestly thought they were going to take Jahad Campbell or Mike Green, but this isn't technically a bad pick as well. You got Trey Hendrickson. He can teach him moves and be a mentor to him. This could be a very deadly pick in the future. So A-tier pick, C aura, because you're a genetic freak doing nothing in college. Number 18, Gray Zabel for the Seahawks. Again, this is an offensive lineman, so it's hard to have aura, but to get drafted in the first round as an FCS player is kind of impressive. And he's a very good offensive lineman. So I'd say this is an A- pick, B-tier aura. Number 19, Emeka Ibuka. This guy was overshadowed by basically every single receiver in the Ohio State lineage, but still got drafted in the first round. This is a questionable pick for the Buccaneers because I feel like they could have gotten something else but a receiver. So I'd say this is a C-tier aura, C-tier pick. Number 20, Jahdae Barron. This is a good pick because now you can have Patrick Surtain and him lock down both sides of the field. This is an A-tier pick, A-tier aura. Number 21, Derek Harmon. This is a good pick for the Steelers, but we all thought they were taking Shedeur Sanders right here. So this is a horrible pick, but not a horrible pick as the player. Horrible pick for the Steelers themselves. And not too many people know about Derek Harmon. So B-tier aura, D-tier pick. Number 22, Omarion Hampton. This is a very questionable pick as well. Y'all already have like 2 running backs in the backfield. And running back is one of the most undervalued positions of all time. You could have gotten anybody else, literally anybody else. But this is a really good running back, and he's known for being elusive. A-tier aura, but F-tier pick. Number 23, Matthew Golden. This guy is a speedster, and this is a very good pick for the Packers. Jordan Love could use some receiver help, so this pick was a no-brainer. And him having the fastest 40-yard dash is just A-tier aura in and of itself. B-tier pick, A-tier aura. Number 24, Donovan Jackson. After the playoff game with Sam Darnold getting sacked like 14 times, this is a very good pick. And him being from Ohio State with Jeremiah Smith makes him A-tier aura in and of itself. A-tier aura, A-tier pick. Number 25, Jackson Darby. Dart, trash. Number 26, James Pierce for the Falcons. They traded up with the Rams. This guy is explosive fast, and he was projected to be the number 1 pick in the draft the year before. So in my opinion, this is a steal. But going from number 1 in the draft to the bottom of the barrel is kind of embarrassing. C tier aura, but A tier draft pick. Number 27, Malachi Starks for the Ravens. Malachi is tough, bro. I cannot lie. Those 2 picks he had versus Clemson and Oregon made me want to jump up and start playing DB. But he got owned by a minor. So B tier aura, A tier draft pick. Number 28, Tyleek Williams. Good pick, but he's a random. B tier draft pick, C tier aura. Number 29, Josh Connolly Jr. This is Mike Green's great-grandson, but he did also lock up Abdul Carter for an entire game. So B minus aura, A minus draft pick. Number 30, Maxwell Dent. This guy was just really positive throughout the entire draft, so I just gotta give him A tier aura, A tier draft pick. Number 31, Jahad Campbell. Number 32, Josh Connerly. This guy's gonna help Patrick Mahomes win many rings in the future. Finish in 5 minutes, 55 seconds. Last thing I'm gonna say is that Shedeur was robbed. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.